Wait, you committed crimes with the folks that were originally setting this up?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, it was a big, two separate parties ended up getting paid off this project.
Yeah, and we talked to the construction workers that are working in the senior house at Buckingham, and there was like, we got 8 months of back pay that has never paid us, and the first guy just essentially embezzled it.
But Magic Johnson wasn't offering no money.
Oh, okay.
Magic Johnson was coming in with his name, with his group, and he bought nothing.
He bought nothing? He
bought nothing.
Okay.
That's how I got it. Because he had, for 4 years, he had the exclusive right to buy it. Nobody could buy anything except Magic Johnson. Then he dropped the ball.
Okay. So
other stuff happened for a few months, about a year. Then Chris Hammond came to it. Chris Hammond went around there and he bought over 100 and some odd properties. He's the one who, he bought pretty much everything.
So just to kind of complete quickly the background of Chris Hammond and his company and kind of bowing out. They ran into trouble in terms of acquiring property and promising money that he really didn't have.
Okay.
And so a lot of the property owners were upset and obviously blamed him, but in a sense also blamed the redevelopment agency.
His first goal was to construct the senior affordable housing.
That was part of it. I mean, it was
Okay.
There was different kind of uses planned for the site. There was residential, both affordable and market rate, for sale, rental.
So it was sort of a master plan for that whole block.
It was.
And to your knowledge, what existed there before?
There was, I mean, pretty much almost kind of what you see there right now. It was kind of, there was in the middle, there was a huge kind of parking area, and then the outlining areas were kind of these single-story, some or two, kind of like retail shops.
Yeah, restaurants, small salons.
It was a thriving, commercial retail area where many people from the community in the area shopped.
Right on, you're a Trojan.
Social psychology. My dad was an SC graduate as well.
What was here before?
They had, this was Charlie's men's store. They had a Frederick Lewis men's store. They had a Sylvia Stevens women's store. Really expensive things. They had a Vons.
The Vons, which is the local grocery store for this area, and they tore it down to build Taco Bell and Fat Burger, and more parking for the Crenshaw Mall, which is behind us. And then in this direction, it looks like all walkable restaurants and smaller shops.
They had an Italian restaurant. They had a liquor store on the corner that's raised now, because that liquor store got pretty seedy. But
how did the businesses close down? Did they fall apart economically, or
they were bought out?
They were bought out. Okay. It looks like you're expanding your business.
Oh yeah, I've already petitioned Jerry Brown to buy this, and so I'm starting to raise a bed garden so they don't ever have it. I buy my own dirt.
Have any developers or any private interests come and asked you to sell every day?
For the last 12 years.
Since 1999, they come almost every day, or at least a couple times a week.
All the time.
All the time. What are they saying to you? Are they?
Well, you know, the CRE was buying it, Chris Hammond was buying it, everybody's been buying it, but ain't nobody. Now I don't want to sell. Now I'm just wanting to get off the lease. You know, because basically the city is in default.
How does the new legislation with the CRA affect this opportunity?
I don't know what they're doing, who's doing what, why. I don't know. This is how they left my building. You see how they had they knocked holes in it. Yeah.
They knocked holes in it to knock the other building down.
See how those holes?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what that was about. So anyway.
Is there anything optimistic about this? I mean, clearly you're doing well. And
I'm enjoying it. I hope I've written the governor to buy these 2 lots. I haven't really heard.
As parking space?
No.
For your museum or?
As an expanded museum.
Beautiful. With more gardens.
Yeah.
Sort of lighten up the thing.
Yeah.
I like it. I love it. Okay. This is great.
Ain't no telling what they doing. That's what I'm doing.
Are they holding community meetings to discuss what's happening in this area?
They don't even come. If they come, it's just a demolition crew showing up without much warning, pretty much.
Yeah, this is the demolition crew right there.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. We're students. We're just taking a look around.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. I'm Paige. You're gonna demolish it?
Yeah, right now.
What are you building?
I don't know. The city is supposed to going to build something. We don't know.
They just ask you to knock it down?
Yeah, we had contract with them to knock it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how much do you get paid? You sort of contracted?
We made a bid.
Yeah.
Contract with the lower bid is we were the lower bid.
Yeah.
We got it. The job.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy. There was nothing wrong with the building. When was the last time it was used as a church?
About 4 months ago.
So the man we met this morning, Ariel, was the contractor slated for the demolition. He said that they submitted a bid. It happened to be the lowest to CRA, and you guys signed off on a permit. And so I guess my question is, why demolish a fully functional church with a congregation when there isn't anything slated to be built in the coming future?
So when we started acquiring the property, I think we own about 5 or 6 or 6 or 7 properties. And so for Maranatha Church, we purchased the property a while ago and kind of leased back the property to them for basically $0. And basically notifying them, you know, you guys will have to make preparations to leave.
Right.
And so usually it's not the best practice for the city to be landlords other than for public sector use.
Okay. Although, would you not consider a church congregation of public use?
Technically, no. I mean, it's definitely a community use.
This is actually a cute little square.
Yeah, it's like something from like Chinatown or something like that.
They're gonna put new stuff, all this stuff is going. This building's my son.
This is your son's shop, though.
Yeah, all these buildings around here gotta get up out of here. They're gonna buy them out. They're gonna put stores here that used to be here.
Are they offering your son a fair price?
I can't tell you that. My son, he owns this place.
Right.
I don't do that. I'm a World War II veteran. I get money from the government, so I don't be concerned about this. I was just telling you.
What is this place?
It's the senior housing.
Is it ready to roll?
Yeah.
Do people live in here?
I think they're supposed to be moving in this week sometime.
Have they leased up about 100%?
You know, I'm not sure. I think they have an office in here where they're doing the leasing at.
Okay, maybe we'll go in and talk to them.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right,
Thanks.
thank you.
We may never know the full story, yet it is apparent that outside of the mess created at Marlton Square, it is a good community of friendly people. We learned here that more time and care is necessary to understand the needed redevelopment of a site. Private developers failed this site and public support is no longer available. And the ugly truth is that Marlton Square was a far healthier place before forced redevelopment blighted their community.
As students of urban planning, it is our obligation to learn from these oversights and mistakes. As a young generation of community advocates, we know it takes stepping into their shoes to redevelop a mile.